everyone, and welcome to this launch of the OECD Interim Economic Outlook. Despite high policy uncertainty, the global economy has continued to be resilient throughout the first half of 2025, with annualized GDP growth of 3.2% in the first 6 months of this year. Following growth of 3.3% last year, we now project global growth of 3.2% this year and 2.9% next year. Compared with our last economic outlook from June, these projections are up by 0.3 percentage points for this year and unchanged for next year. Looking ahead, trade and several high-frequency activity indicators point to slowing momentum. Based on our analysis, as of the end of August, the average tariff rate on merchandise imports to the United States is estimated at 19.5%, which is higher than at any time between the mid-1930s and 2024. The full effects of these tariffs will become clearer as firms run down the inventories that build up in response to tariff announcements and as the higher tariff rates continue to be implemented. The expected decline in global growth over 2024 to 2026 in part reflects high trade barriers and policy uncertainty, which are set to continue holding back business investment and trade. Inflation is projected to decline in most G20 economies as growth and labour markets moderate. We project headline inflation across the G20 to decline from 6.2% last year to 3.4% this year and 2.9% next year. One exception is the United States, where we expect tariffs to push inflation up from 2.5% last year to 2.7% this year and 3% next year. Additional increases in barriers to trade or prolonged policy uncertainty could lower growth by raising production costs and weighing on investment and consumption. Inflation pressures could resurface, for example, if further rises in trade restrictions or geopolitical tensions push up prices. Goods price inflation across OECD countries has ticked up over the past year, including as a result of higher food costs and services price inflation still being elevated.
Thank you, Secretary General. Thank you, Alvaro. We'll close this press conference. Thanks, everyone.